Hello children, this is Naresh Mathur, and today in this video we are going to discuss chapter number 9, that is some applications of trigonometry. This chapter is also known as height and distance. In this chapter we are going to learn few new terms, that these are line of sight, angle of elevation and angle of depression. So first discuss what is line of sight. Line of sight is the line drawn from the eye of an observer to the point in the object viewed by the observer. What does that mean? It means when an observer watch any object, then the line through which he watched the object, his vision is called as a line of sight. Angle of elevation. The angle of elevation is angle between line of sight with the horizontal level, but when the point is above the horizontal level, point or the object is above the horizontal level, and we raise our head to look at the object, it means observer is at horizontal level and the object is somewhere which is above the horizontal level, and if we have to raise our head to look at the object, then the angle made between the line of sight and the horizontal level is called as angle of elevation. Similarly, for the angle of depression, it is again angle between the line of sight and the horizontal level, but when the object is below the horizontal level and we have to lower our head to look at the point being viewed. In simple words, if observer is at surface somewhere and object is above the horizontal level and he is watching, then the angle will be called as angle of elevation, and if the observer has to lower his head or the object is below the horizontal level, then the angle will be called as angle of depression. And the height of an object and the distance between two distinct objects can be determined by using the trigonometric ratios. For this chapter you have to learn all the values of trigonometric ratios of some specific angles, and as well as you have to learn the trigonometric ratios also. Alright, for a better understanding, we have another example of angle of elevation. See here, here is an observer and here is an object which is above the surface level or horizontal level, then the angle between the horizontal level and this is his line of sight is called as line of sight will be called as angle of elevation. Similarly, this angle will be called as angle of elevation. Similarly, when the object is downside, or we can say below the horizontal level, an observer is watching from here, and when he watches this object, then the angle made between the horizontal level and this line of sight is called as the angle of depression. Alright, now one more example we have. If we are given this kind of condition in a question, so where the angle of elevation or angle of depression both are given, or only suppose angle of depression is given. Now see for how we can solve this problem. Suppose the angle of elevation is given as 60 degree. So what we can do, just for solving it, we can draw this line as, or we can make a right triangle as well. So if this angle is 60 degree, this angle will also be 60 degree, because these angles are alternate interior angle. But for if we are given the question of angle of depression, so we have to represent the horizontal surface and line of sight, and we have to represent the angle of depression. Alright, so just let's start the exercise. In the first question, it is given that a circus artist is climbing a 20-meter long rope. AC is the long rope, which is tightly stretched and tied from the top of a vertical pole. AB is the pole. to the ground. Find the height of the pole if the angle made by the rope with the ground level is 30 degree. Now see here, what we are given an angle, we are given hypotenuse, and we need to find perpendicular. So what is the relation between perpendicular and hypotenuse? See here, the relation between perpendicular and hypotenuse can be taken from by sine and cosec. We can choose any of the one. So let's say if we are taking sine theta, so sine theta is what? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So it would be let's say x be the height, so it would be x by 20 equals to sine 30. Sine 30 means what? Sine 30, the value of sine 30 is half, and see here, sine 30 equals to perpendicular AB upon hypotenuse, that is AC. So by this we can get the value of x. So the height of the pole is 10 meter. Okay. In the next question, it's a good one. We are given a tree which is breaks due to a storm, and the broken part bends to the bends so that the top of the tree touches the ground, making an angle of 30 degree with it. The distance between the foot of the tree to the point where the top touches to the ground is 8 meter. Alright, find the height of the tree. Now see here, before the storm, let's say AB be the tree. Due to storm, it breaks from C, and now it is bent and touching to the ground at D. Now A point is touching the ground at point D. We need to find the total height of the tree when the angle is given as 30 degrees. So we have to find the value of x and y, or we can say we have to find the sum of x and y. Alright, so here we have base, we have an angle, we have to find perpendicular, and we have to find hypotenuse as well. So we can take first perpendicular and base. Alright, so the relationship between perpendicular and base can be taken from tan theta, and the relationship between base and hypotenuse we can choose either cos, or we can choose either sec. Cos or sec can be taken. Alright, now in triangle BCD, first if we are taking sec 30, so sec theta, the relationship of, or we can say the ratio of sec theta is what? H upon B, hypotenuse upon base. So the hypotenuse be x and base be 8, that is equal to sec 30. The value of sec 30 is what? 2 by root 3. Similarly, tan theta, perpendicular upon hypotenuse, so the perpendicular would be y, perpendicular and base would be 8, y by 8 equals to 1 by root 3. In this we can take cos also, then it would be cos 30 equals to BD upon CD. The answer will be same in both cases, right? So we just need to add x and y both. So at the end we are getting the height of the tree. We need to rationalize it, and at the end we'll get the value of, or we can say we can get the height of tree, that is 8 root 3 meter. Easy. In the next question, a contractor plans to install 2 slides. Okay, we are given the condition a contractor needs to install 2 slides, one for the below 5 years, and for the elder children we are given the another conditions. So in the first case, for the children below 5 years, it is given he need to install a slide whose height should be 1.5 meter, and the inclination or the angle should be 30 degree. Then what should be the length of this slide? And in the second case, the height should be 3 meter and the angle of inclination should be 60 degree. Then what should be the height of the slide? So in the first case, see here, we are given perpendicular and we need to find hypotenuse. So the relation between perpendicular and hypotenuse can be taken from the sin theta. Sin theta equals to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So sin 30 will be 1.5 by x, perpendicular upon hypotenuse, and the value of sin 30 is half. So we can take the value of x from here. So the length of the side would be 3 meter for children below 5 years. In the second case, we are given again perpendicular and we need to find hypotenuse. Sin 60 will be taken as and the sine 60 would equals to perpendicular and hypotenuse 3 by y equals to root 3 by 2. From here we can get the value of y. So we get 2 root 3 meter, that is the length of slide for elder children. If you want to convert it into decimal, then take root 3 as 1.732 and just multiply it. Okay. In the next question, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower from a point on the ground which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower. Now see here, the condition is given, the observing point is here and the foot of the tower is 30 meter away. It means we are given base, we need to find the height of the tower when the angle of elevation is given as 30 degrees. See here, we are given base, we need to find perpendicular. So the relation between perpendicular and base can be taken from tan theta. Tan theta equals to perpendicular upon base, so x by 30 equals to 1 by root 3. From here we can get the value of x, or we can get the value of perpendicular or height of the tower. You can convert it into decimal also. So this is the final answer. The height of the tower would be 17.32 meter or 10 root 3 meter. In the next one, we are given a kite is flying at a height of 60 meter and the angle of elevation is given as 60 degree, and this is the string of the kite. We are assuming that there is no slack in the string. Slack means this is the slack which is practically comes with the kite, but we consider there is no slack in the string. So we need to find hypotenuse. We are given perpendicular. So the relation between perpendicular and hypotenuse can be taken from either sine or cosec. So here we are taking cosec theta. So cosec 60 equals to what? Hypotenuse upon perpendicular, that is x by 60, and cosec 60 is equals to 2 by root 3. From here we can get the value of x. So the length of the string would be 40 root 3 meter. Again, this is a good question. A 1.5 meter tall boy is standing at some distance from a 30 meter tall building. Okay. The angle of elevation from his eyes to the top of the building increases from 30 degree to 60 degree as he walks towards the building. Find the distance he walked towards the building. It means at the initial the boy is here at point D. Now he is moving towards the building. Let's say he reaches from point D to point C. Now the angle of elevation has been changed from 30 to 60 degree. Now we need to find how much distance he walked for in this condition. Alright, and the height of the building is given as 30 meter and height of the boy is given as 1.5 meter. Now see, if the height of the observer is given, then obviously the angle of elevation or the line of sight will be 1.5 meter above from the horizontal level. So the effective height will be taken as AB, that is AQ minus BQ, that is 28.5 meter only. We have to subtract this height from the total height so that we can find the required value. Alright, so we are given the angle B is 30 degree, angle C is 60 degree. Alright, now in triangle ABC, we are given perpendicular, that is 28.5. We need to find its base first. So the relation between perpendicular and base, we can take tan or cot. So here we are taking cot. So the cot 60 equals to base upon perpendicular, that is y by 28.5, because we have just subtracted 1.5 from the 30 meter. So after solving it, we get the value of y as 28.5 by root 3 meter, or if you want to change it in decimal, you can rationalize it and solve it. Okay. Now in triangle ABD, see, the angle is given as 30 degree, base would be x plus y and height will be 28.5. So the cot 30 equals to base upon perpendicular, so base would be x plus y upon perpendicular, that is 28.5. So after solving it, we can get the value of x here. So we got x plus 5 equals to 28.5 root 3. Alright, we have the value of y, we can put the value of y and get the value of x from here. So the distance he walked towards the building is 32.91 meter, or we can just leave the answer in the square root also, but in a rationalized form. Okay, alright. In the next one, from a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the bottom and the top of a transmission tower fixed at the top of a 20-meter high building are 45 degree and 60 degree respectively. Find the height of the tower. Now just read it again. What we are given. This is the observing point. Alright. This is the building which is 20-meter high. A tower is just above the building. This is the bottom of the tower and this is the top of the tower. Bottom of the tower and top of the tower. This point is can also known as top of the building, or we can say it bottom of the tower. So the angle of elevation of the bottom of the tower is 45 degree and the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is given as 60 degree. We need to find the height of this tower. Okay. Now see in triangle ABC. We have angle, we have base, we have perpendicular. So the relation between perpendicular and base, either tan or cot. Let's take cot here. Cot equals to what? Base upon perpendicular. So it would be y by 20 and cot 45 is what? 1. So it means the value of y is equals to 20 meter. Now in triangle BCD, angle is given as 60 degree. So the tan 60, if we take tan perpendicular upon base, perpendicular would be what? 20 plus x, and the base is given as y. So 20 plus x upon y equals to root 3, because the value of tan 60 is root 3. So x plus 20 equals to root 3y. Just cross multiply it. Now we have already the value of y here, so we can write it as 20 root 3. So the value of x would be 20 root 3 minus 20. So the answer can be written as 20 root 3 minus 1 meter, or we can convert root 3 in the form of 1.732, so that we can change our answer in decimal form. So both answers are right. You can just end up with the answer is 20 in brackets root 3 minus 1. That can also be fine. Okay. In the next question, a statue 1.6 meter tall stands on the top of a pedestal. From a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the top of the statue, see here, top of the statue is 60 degree. From the same point, the angle of elevation of the top of the pedestal. Now see here, this point can be also known as bottom of the statue, but here it is given as top of the pedestal, because AB is a pedestal. So this point can be referred as top of the pedestal, or it can also be referred as bottom of statue. Okay, right, quite simple. In triangle OAB, angle is given as 45 degree, perpendicular is given as x. Alright, so let's take a triangle AOB. So the cot theta equals to base upon perpendicular. So base is OA, which is not known to us, and perpendicular is we took as x meter. So the OA, this will also be x meter. Now in the triangle AOC, we have angle, we have perpendicular, we have base. So cot 60 equals to base upon perpendicular, so it would be x upon 1.6 plus x equals to 1 by root 3, as the value of cot 60 is 1 by root 3. Now just solve it and get the value of x, that is 0.8 in brackets root 3 plus 1 meter. So I hope all of you are getting the concept of this chapter. We'll continue this exercise in the next video. Alright, so I just suggest till then just practice these sums It will be continued in the next video. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.